Hello and good afternoon. In one of the biggest breaking of this century, finally a peace deal has been signed between Iran and Mr. Donald J. Trump. Donald Trump was at G7 summit and he has signed from there. The main points of the peace deal are these major 6 points. The point number 1 is that there'll be no more war. Iran-US ceasefire is no more there. Actually, the war is over. Like ceasefire can break anytime, anything. Both parties will back off. The ceasefire is over. There'll be no more war. War is finished. That's it. Point number 2, Strait of Hormuz will be open for now. The condition is for now to the pre-war conditions. Like there'll be no toll. Iran will be not charging any toll for now, but there'll be later discussions for 60 days and the nitty-gritties and minor points will be discussed. Point number 3 is that the sanctions on Iran will be lifted gradually, eventually, slowly, one by one. The sanctions on Iran will be lifted. Iran will be able to sell its oil and gas or whatever it wants to sell without any sanctions, and in any currency whatever it wants, be it dollar, yuan or any other currency it choose, Iran can sell it. The fourth point is that the Iranian nuclear program will be scaled back to the scaled back to the civilian level. Like Iran can use it for civilian purposes, which is nearly 3.5% enriched uranium. So it will be scaled down to the 3.5% level. The fifth point is that Iran will be allowed to Iran will be given a $300 billion package. So the world countries, major economies, Arab countries, Gulf countries will invest eventually nearly $300 billion in Iran to boost Iran's economy. And the sixth is a precondition to this deal. 6 was a precondition which UAE and Qatar are denying. The deal was that Iran was looking for $12 billion as a precondition in frozen assets to sign the deal. So UAE quietly went there, Qatar went there, they have sent their ministerial level officers and transferred quietly $12 billion to Iran so the deal can be signed off. So this condition was met. America was not willing to send $12 billion directly, so America will look like a loser in this deal. So America, just to keep its respect, its level up, chin up, Americans didn't transfer the money directly. Instead, they secretly asked UAE and Qatar to send the money, so the precondition of the talks will be met. So let's analyze these 6 points. First point is that there'll be no war. America and Israel came and they were thinking within a week after eliminating all the Iranian leadership, they will take over Iran. Iran will break down, surrender. It never happened, and instead Iran emerged as a major regional power in West Asia, first ever time defeating America. America's image in the world has been tarnished, gone down after losing this war, and because of this war, the sanctions on Iran has been lifted. Nuclear program, which Iran was willing to bring it down to almost zero level in Oman and Geneva talks before the war. Now Iran was willing to give its enriched uranium to America or to a third country. Iranians were agreeing to some sort of agreement over uranium, but now Iran is not giving its enriched uranium to any country. On the other hand, Iran emerged victorious, attacked numerous Gulf countries which are scared and which are dealing with Iran now for their protection, not to attack them, for their oil infrastructure and stuff. So Iran is the new hegemon kind of influencer in the Middle East. Before, Iran was sidelined, kicked, sanctioned, couldn't even sell its oil in the international market. Now sanctions are gone. So at the end of the day, the clear winner of this war is Iran. Diplomatically, it's Pakistan. Pakistan has done the deal. It's called Islamabad Memorandum of Understanding as well. So Islamabad has done the deal. The biggest loser of this war is America. America's image, which was for 100 years, that America is unbeatable, America is a superpower, is gone. Nearly 100 years, or at least after the Second World War, the image is gone. The second biggest loser is Israel. Israel's dreams of making a greater Israel from river Euphrates till river Nile and taking in nearly 8 countries, including half of Iraq, all of Syria, some parts of Turkey, all of Lebanon, nearly all of Jordan, parts of Sinai Peninsula, parts of Egypt, parts of Saudi Arabia till Mecca and Medina by using American power is gone. Now the new power in the region is Iran, Pakistan and Turkey somehow. So these 3 countries, there is no dream of greater Israel is gonna be fulfilled at all. So biggest loser and biggest country which is panicking is Israel after this peace deal is signed. They have tried their best to sabotage this deal, but they couldn't do it. So I would say the biggest loser is America. Number 2, the biggest loser is Israel. And third, the biggest loser and their ally is Dubai, is UAE. UAE's market, currency, oil, everything is crashed, image is crashed. They were sitting on Israeli laps just to get some benefits, and on the basis of Palestinian blood, their Muslim brothers, they sold that blood, signed Abraham Accord, and now they are paying the price for that. They are facing the wrath of Iran. Some analysts believe that there are nearly 2,500 missiles fired alone on UAE. There is huge damage in UAE. UAE is literally on its knees, sent nearly $3 billion to Iran, and it's kind of a protection money and kind of submission to Iran. So the biggest winner is Iran. Israeli dreams of greater Israel is gone, at least in the near future. America's image as the biggest military power in the world is tarnished. Iran has emerged as the major power. All of the world, including America, is dealing with Iran, and Pakistan has become the biggest winner, peace deal maker, mediator of the world, and in resolving the biggest conflict of this century. Thank you very much.